Louisville's police chief, Paul Humphreys, says it was a mistake for a police officer to cite a pregnant woman going into labor. Chief Humphreys spoke to Wave 3 TV in Louisville. This is body camera video of the incident obtained by Louisville Public Media. WDRP reports the officer cited the woman, then called an ambulance. This was in September, months after the Kentucky General Assembly passed a crime bill, House Bill 5, that banned so-called outdoor camping in Kentucky. We talked about this last night on Kentucky Tonight with 4 leaders of the Kentucky General Assembly. I asked House Speaker David Osborne if this incident might prompt an effort to clarify House Bill 5.
Well, first of all, very unfortunate incident. I did see the TV reports of it. But I think, as the chief has admitted, that was not a problem with the law itself. That was a problem with the way the law was enforced. You know, there's again, there's always tweaks to every piece of major policy. I don't know of any specifically that are being contemplated on House Bill 5. I think by and large, most of the feedback that we've gotten has been overwhelmingly positive. But again, we continue to look for ways to improve things, take that feedback, and make changes when appropriate.
Leader Stevenson, this is in your county. Your response, because I know you're probably familiar with this instance.
Well, I think it's a problem with the law, because when we passed that law, we didn't say arrest homeless people and then provide services. We just said arrest them. And that's the problem. We have the money in the rainy day fund and the revenue to do the things that need to be done so people aren't sleeping with snow as a blanket. And we didn't do it. We just said arrest them. Now, anytime you have a law that just says arrest them, you're subject to however that police officer decides to do it. But if we had written in the law, you can detain them and take them here and provide these services and find out why they're on the street so we can get rid of the problem finally, that's a different law. We didn't do that.
We did appropriate $22.5 million for the purpose of what was called a community care campus, which was Louisville and Jefferson County specific, period. That is to have housing, that is to have substance use treatment, that is to deal with mental health treatment or a dual diagnosis. Now, it takes time to implement that. And I know the mayor is working hard on it. I've had discussions with him about it. We want to see how that works because we may want to emulate that in other places. But there is a response to that homeless person that is coming in Jefferson County. It just takes time to build that house and put the infrastructure in place.
You agree with that, Leader Neal?
No, I understand what President Savage is saying there. And again, I don't know exactly how this will unfold, but I think the question of whether there's adequate housing or not generally is a problem. It's not just the person you meet on the street right now and the challenges that they have. The question is what are the dynamics that are associated with that, and it's been admitted, and I agree, that it takes time to deal with the housing question in and of itself. So we go and criminalize the process, or at least some people will argue that, for those people in the most weakest positions that you can get into. We do not tie or correlate that with the housing growth and development, but we have this policy where we're going to go in and extract them in a way, or criminalize them, basically.
So you can see more about our discussion on Kentucky Tonight last night, where we talk about your income taxes, abortion, DEI, and more. You can see that full hour-long discussion online on demand at ket.org/KY Tonight.